Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the Braid filter. But before we do, if you have not watched our first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that now. At the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. And as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down below. You can also find a link to sign up for TradingView down below. If you use the link below, you will save a little bit of money. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Discord is a free group communication platform. On our Discord server, we are having great conversations about all things regarding trading. One of the biggest struggles on this channel is people who use other platforms like MT4 being able to follow along. Sometimes it can be hard to find the indicators we are using on other platforms. And so on our Discord server, I have created a channel for indicator creation. And on that channel, I pinned links to freelancers who can code indicators for MT or for TradingView. So if you don't want to create a TradingView account, you can hire a freelancer for a really small fee and have them code an indicator for the MT platform. Or if you are on TradingView and need an indicator created, something unique or an indicator for a system you have developed, you can also have them code PineScript. So use the link for either MT4 coding or use the link for PineScript. Lastly, I get a lot of people that are asking me for the entire list of all the winning indicators that we have tested to date. And whereas I am not a big proponent of gatekeeping information, I've put a lot of time and effort into creating the content on my YouTube channel. And so I don't think it is too much to ask for the viewers to go through and view the content that I've spent a lot of time creating. Now, if you are not interested in supporting our channel by going back and watching the content that I have created, then I have developed a solution for you. I've created a Patreon account. I will put a link to it down below in the description. If you sign up for Patreon and you sign up for the $9 a month account, I will send you the full list of tested and winning indicators to date. I will also send you an updated list of the indicators that we are testing at the end of each week. Now, of course, you have to stay subscribed to the $9 subscription, monthly subscription, to continue to receive the updated list of indicators. But that way it will provide me with the support that I need to continue to provide the free content that I am putting out for everybody to view. Now, if you just love the channel in general and want to support us, then there is also a lower, I think $3 Patreon subscription that you can sign up for that will also help support the channel and keep things going so that way I can continue to produce the content and the open information that we are creating here in this channel and in our Discord server. Again, if you have not signed up for our Discord, then you need to do that as well. It is a absolutely free platform where we have real-time ability to chat and have conversations about trading. And again, if you want to support the channel with Patreon, then you can find the link down below in the description. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the Braid filter. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested 197 indicators. And out of those 197 indicators, 79 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you can take any one of those 79 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. All right. There we go. So today's indicator is as I said, today's indicator is the Braid filter indicator. You can see it down here on the bottom of my screen. It's a relatively simple indicator, all in all. It looks a little bit different. I was playing around with it here, so it would actually look like this. This is kind of the default settings on it here. And so as you can see, it is similar to like the Wada Atar explosion indicator. It's similar to that in the look of it, and so it has these bars here. These, I don't know if I would call them a histogram bar, but basically they're a momentum bar or volume bars. And I don't know if that's exactly what they are. I don't know if they're based off of volume or if they're based off of something like moving averages, the distance between moving averages. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really dig into the code. The creator was pretty specific as to its intentions. When it's green, it is bullish. When it is red, it is bearish momentum. And you can see there is a line running through the middle of the indicator there. I do believe that that is... doesn't say exactly. I imagine it might be the moving average or the EMA, possibly. I'm not sure, but it does appear that this indicator is based around moving averages in some way. But you can see here that the line running through is the filter line. And what I did a moment ago was I had changed the background color to about 40. The background opacity, and so you can see that it just kind of stands out a little bit more there, a little bit more pleasing to the eye. And so all in all, like I said, the signals on this are pretty simple. When we get a red candle or first red candle starting a red background, that is a signal to go short. When we get a green candle, the first green candle starting a green background, that is a signal to go long. So again, not a whole lot to it. We come right down to it. Now keep in mind that one thing a lot of people ask are whether or not these indicators can work on different time frames. And there are some that can work on different time frames and some that don't work as well on different time frames. But I have and do successfully use quite a few of the indicators that we have tested here on lower time frames in different ways. And so it's really a matter of looking, digging down into the lower time frame, putting them on screen, and playing around with them some to see if they can maintain their ability to keep an efficient win rate. So sometimes you will find that as you go down into lower time frames, and then there are some lower time frames that are better than others. Oddly enough, I find that when you get down to really low time frames like 1 minute, 5 minute type setups, it really is questionable whether or not an indicator is going to work very well. But if you stay like 3 hour time frame, 6 hour time frame, that seems to work a little bit better for kind of scaling things down some. But again, ultimately, it's all about playing around with the indicators, seeing what you can get out of them uh, once you bring them down to a lower time frame. And so at some point we might get into that a little bit more into strategies from the indicators that we have tested and so on. Something that I'm really considering doing a video maybe once a week that is something like a strategy type layout, explaining a strategy that you can implement using some of the indicators that we have tested, some of the winning indicators that we have discovered. So anyways, back to the braid filter. Like I said, it's pretty simple. Red is a short, green is a long, and that's how we're going to be testing it. You can see that the candles have to break above this blue filter line for them to be considered a signal. Anything under that blue filter line is kind of a ranging market. It doesn't have a lot of momentum behind it, and so the candles are painted gray and the background is gray as well. And so this might work as a range filter for those of you who might be looking for such a thing. But let's go ahead and put it to the test and see what we can get out of this indicator here. All right, so we get our first signal right there. That is a long signal, and it appears to work pretty well. Not too bad on that one. Keep moving along here. Now we pick up a short signal right here. That one also works out pretty well for us, getting us to take profit. Price action comes down and double bottoms right here at this area. Both times with these really long wicks to the downside. And so price action wise, that might be something to keep an eye on. It is forming a W or an inverted M for those of you who look for the M pattern or the W pattern. It appears to be doing that. Let's see if it will give us a long signal coming out of this last leg of the W. That would be nice. That would indicate that we are heading into a uptrend. It gave us a short right here. That would have been a dangerous short to take, and this is where we have to be mindful of what price action is doing along with our indicators. This would have been a dangerous short to take in that we had two significant double bottoms right here, both of them again with these really long wicks, and this short right here on this one was heading right headlong into this area of support here. And so that would have definitely been questionable to take, and for that reason it did end up being a losing trade. And then we see that as the leg perks back up to the upside, we get a long signal right here. And let's see here, I think we may have Yeah, we may have gotten stopped out on that one. Just by pure happenstance, it came down. This candle right here, this big green candle, came down just a little too far and would have captured our stop. We believe, anyways, it. Let's check the upside. Yeah, so it hit our take profit on the upside, but it is very likely that this thing came down first, would have hit our stop before then taking off, reversing to the upside and closing up higher. That would be my guess. But then when it does that, it actually gives us a signal on its close to then go long again. And that one unfortunately does not get us to take profit quite yet. And it gives us a short signal over here. And so that would have canceled out that one, stopping us out. That short signal right there also would have gotten us stopped out as it reversed almost immediately for a long on the backside. And looks like it eventually, let's double check here, but pick up a long here. Let's see if it came down and stopped us out. It did right there. And so on that one, actually, I think almost immediately, $35, yep. Almost immediately, it had gotten stopped out. And then we pick up another one over here. Appears that one got stopped out as well. And so a string of losing trades there, but notice that the leg of the W did continue in the upside. So if you were a price action person and not necessarily using this indicator here, then it is possible that you could have called this here, or even this one as it spiked this candle back down into this area and picked this up for a long trade and rode this out for a while. Now that definitely was a good price action setup that worked out pretty well. See, following along here, we are right here for a long. Let's play it out, see what it does. It unfortunately stops us out once again. Then we pick up a short over here. That one gets us to take profit. See if that, nope, that one did not. Another stop out, but then this one here spikes up rather nice. And that one gets us to take profit. So it's not out of the woods yet. Let's just keep playing it along. It seems to, when price action moves, it seems to do a really decent job of catching it. But it seems to be a little weak on filtering out the choppiness. We'll see though. Like I've said many times before, I definitely don't like calling an indicator before it's had its chance to run its course. There is the possibility that this may end up working out for us. We'll see. But for the meantime, we'll just keep plugging along here. Seems to again catches the trends rather well. When price action moves, it seems to do a pretty good job of calling out the momentum. But it also seems to have the flaw of a timing issue. We've discussed this in a few other videos here recently, where the timing of an indicator seems to be just slightly inefficient, in that it seems to give signals consistently right as price action is having a significant pullback. This one kind of seems to be very similar to that. We'll scroll back and take a look at some of the trades here in just a second. And then again, when price action moves, it moves with it. Can't deny that. Just a matter of lining everything up correctly. So that the timing works like it should. That can be rather challenging to accomplish. Oh, just keep on here. Getting close to the end of the year. Had a string of wins back here, and so we're not out of the woods on this one yet. Let's see what happens when we add all these up. All right, there we have it. So that is the Braid filter indicator there. Let's count out the trades here, see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. So 31 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. 16 winning trades. And so unfortunately, that is not going to meet the 60% criteria. Definitely fell a little short. And again, if we go back here and we look at this, it seems like once again, the timing of this indicator was just off ever so slightly. Seemed like almost every time it called a signal, like this one right here, it calls the signal, and then almost immediately it retraces on the next candle, having a pretty significantly strong pullback. And then here you can see that this one's a little bit different. It paints this red candle right here, but it doesn't actually have the pullback until over here. But then you see on the next candle, gives another long signal, and as soon as it does, big red, almost almost engulfing red candle. Wick to wick, it was definitely bigger than the signal candle. And then you see over here, it paints this signal to go long and almost immediately starts pulling back. And so it did that quite a bit, I noticed. And so, yeah, that can be rather problematic. Some of these indicators get you in just at the wrong time. It's not that it's a horrible indicator, and some will argue that if you played around with your stop loss and your take profit a little bit more, that could very well alleviate some of those issues. And I'm not saying that you're wrong. It's very possible that you could tweak your stop and your take profit and be able to dial this thing in a little bit more, but you definitely have to be mindful of making sure that you keep a good win to loss ratio and a profit to loss ratio. So, all in all, uh, not going to work for us. Going to go on the no list for now, and we will move on to the next indicator from here. If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, all right, everybody, I will see you on the next video.